Hi everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Focal Plane podcast, because we're not in my usual dining room / studio. We are in the Capitol Theatre in the heart of Horsham, because we are inches away from Panto season. And I have a very special guest with me at the moment. Matt, please introduce yourself for us.
My name's Matt. Matt Effemey. I am the venue and productions manager here. So look after the venue, and then with Panto, that is much more involved. It's quite an involved role. So I kind of head up the Panto, I suppose, if for lack of a better phrase. Start setting it up very early on, and then that's it really. That's my main role.
I mean, you say that's it, like it's simple, but I imagine that putting on something to the scale of what Robin Hood is going to be this year is no mean feat.
No, it's pretty, honestly. I mean, we actually laugh about it because the shows just get bigger and bigger every year. So this show, we're 3 days away from Tech, and this is already bigger than Jack and the Beanstalk in technical terms. So in terms of what we put into it, which is things like how many things fly, how many lights have you got, how many effects have you got, all that stuff. It's bigger already, and the shows just get they're getting so big here. And it's out of ambition, and it's out of the amazing team we've got. Yeah. It's quite full on.
I mean, the love you guys have for this place. I mean, I've been privileged enough to do a few shoots here, but also recently doing some behind the scene shots for some of your rehearsals. And just one thing that really struck me was there's just activity everywhere. So on a standard day, it seems, you've got a studio full of actors doing their thing, costume designers setting stuff up, dancers doing some rehearsals down at the Park Barn, you've got the stage technical theatre, putting everything together all in this nice harmony. So putting that into place sounds like a challenge, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on. I mean, that doesn't even count wardrobe, we've got wardrobe banging away with all the costumes trying to fit. So when the actors aren't rehearsing in scenes, for instance, right now, they've got to run off, do a costume fitting, then run back. The technical team are just cracking on all day long. I mean, you're right in terms of it's just non-stop, but ironically at the moment we've actually slowed down our front of house operation to try and accommodate everything else that's going on. So cinema, we're trying to do, we're obviously putting it on, but we're not squeezing in as many as we might normally do, because we realistically can't deal with the lots of customers or the stress that comes with a long queue at the bar, or something's wrong with the cinema screen, or all those things that might happen. We wouldn't be able to fight another fire, if you know what I mean.
And the thing is, we, and I say we as in someone who's uninitiated, we just take this stuff for granted. We just assume this stuff just happens.
Yeah, but right? I mean, that's part of the love for it, to be honest. That's why we do it. It's all, this place is held together and runs on a lot of love. It really does. The team here are amazing. There's not that many of us, contracted. There's only 10 of us, and that only equates to 7 full-time positions, which in regional theatre terms of our size is tiny, honestly. But there's so much love for this building and for each other. We're like a little family, honestly. We do all sorts for each other. Everyone helps one another as much as they can. It's great. It's a real gem of a theatre, honestly.
That's such a wonderful thing to hear. I mean, and that rings true to what we see so much around us. Horsham is just full of that community and family vibe. All the little things that in other places, other big towns, small towns, you just see very compartmentalised. Here, I mean, everywhere I turn, I'm seeing familiar faces like, oh, I recognise you from here or there. And actually, this is my passion. This is where I want to be. And here I'm trying to, like you say, you're building this bigger and bigger Panto each year out of sheer ambition to make it the best production it can be. And I'm seeing what I saw up in the the rehearsal studio. The standard is immense. I mean, we're talking top end, West End. Yeah, man. I mean, they are. We. The good thing is that we're gaining a really good reputation in terms of our Panto. We honestly are. So we, and the industry in terms of actors is, once you're in, it's quite small. Everyone talks to everyone. And word is getting around, and people want to do our Pantos. They really do. It's really nice to hear, but people actually do want to do it. So the people we've got assembled upstairs, the cast last year were brilliant, and we're doing really well with cast, but they're just extraordinary. They're so good.
They're so talented. We're so lucky to have them, genuinely. Just like Horsham's lucky to have this theatre. And the town. And you're right in your sense, like that sense of community. Like it's a really special town.
Yes.
And this is a special theatre. And all you've got to do to realise that is go to other regional theatres. Honestly, it's as clear as daylight. And I'm not being biased. I mean, I've been to loads of them.
Yeah, of course.
I've worked in some of them.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
Not just the kind of, how much care we take, but just the atmosphere is really different in this theatre than others. People say it to us all the time. Visiting companies, they bang on about it all the time. And it's true. It's not just them being, polite. I mean, this is a special theatre. It's a special town. Look at the summer things we had in the town.
Oh, exactly. I was about to come on to that.
Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. That's just amazing for a town to do that.
Because you had the Capitol Theatre had a nice presence there at all of those Friday late events that we had. And, I managed to, thanks to Tracy, who's behind the cameras as we speak, managed to get a little Robin Hood keyring and a pair of sunglasses, which I've kept diligently. I should have brought them, actually. I should have put them on today.
Exclusive swag.
Exclusive swag. And, of course, that's staying pristine for my for when that becomes worth £1 million in a few years' time. But just, I love that community integration and the way that you guys, that intention behind it. It shows, and it just drips in the fact that you want to produce something that everyone enjoys, and is all inclusive, and reaches people that perhaps Panto might have been a thing that they went to when they were kids, but don't so much anymore. I think, was that really for me? It seems a bit trite, but actually, this is an opportunity really to show that no, these are amazing productions for everybody. If you have any sense of humour, you need to come, because the stuff I saw was making me cackle up while I'm trying to take some photos,
It's really funny. There's, a lot to do with the acting and delivery, but the script is really, really clever.
Yes.
We have our script written from scratch, which is quite rare. Normally, in a regional theatre environment, it would be a template that then is adapted, but we have it written from scratch. And you can tell, because just like the passion that we put into the show, the people that are writing the script put that passion into the script. Because if they don't, they get caught out.
No, and what was and that just on this, because this is something I would have had no insight into. And when I was taking some photos up in your studio when they were rehearsing some scenes, what really stuck out to me is there were moments where actually they all got together and said, you know what, let's make a gag here, but how can we get this in? How does it look right? And what's the delivery of this going to be to make sure it has the right impact? And this is all everyone getting together, the cast, the director, just to let's make this authentic to us, and that kind of on the fly creation of something that will just be greater than some of its parts. I can't wait for the production. It just looks like it's going to be incredible.
It'll be a really good one. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it once we get there.
Without I guess of course we can't give away any spoilers. We've got enough behind us to show how splendorous it's going to be. But is there anything you can tell us about something that let's say you're really looking forward to the audience seeing, or something really special that we might, without giving
too much away. Okay, so one really special thing for us this year, especially, is that we have a bigger live band than normal.
Okay,
so we've got more live musicians because live music is the best music. So we have live musicians, which is a really nice part of the show. Another thing we haven't done for a long time is a classic slosh scene, and it's not giving too much away to let people know that there is a slosh scene this year. As long as we don't cut it in rehearsals, it'd be very embarrassing, because that's what happened last time. We didn't have enough time to rehearse it, and we just had to cut it.
Hey, look, we'll put a disclaimer in. Look, things can change by the time it comes to the final. But it will be slosh scenes.
They're so fun. If you get them right, they're really, really fun. And we got one in, because I don't think we've done one for maybe 5 or 6 years in Horsham.
Oh, really?
Because they're really difficult to get right, and you've got to put aside so much rehearsal time and tech time to get it nailed on. But we've done it this year, so we think we should do it.
Again, for the uninitiated who might be seeing this, what is the slosh scene?
So a slosh scene is either normally in a kitchen or bakery or whatever like that. Headed up by the Dame. The Dame is always in it because it's slapstick. It's very, very slapstick. And the scene itself will be them making pies or making cakes or something like that. And inevitably, things go wrong. People get very messy. It's huge slapstick. Think kind of Mr. Bean. times 100. You know, it's that kind of real kind of animated slapstick comedy.
Fantastic.
And it's great. It's pure panto. It really is. So we've got one in. It'll be a lot of mess. There might be some audience participation in that scene that you just, you know, some members of the audience might have to come and spare pair of clothes.
I mean, choose your seats carefully, I guess. Is the thing,
if you're
right?
at the front, you're in trouble.
Yeah. But also, I mean, so that paints a really vivid picture. But now I'm thinking, to put that together, I mean, like you say, it's a hell of an ordeal to just make sure all that goes well. But are you not doing this 52 times?
Yeah,
for 52 performances of this?
I mean, there's one day where there's 3 in a day, but I mean, that's quite common, to be fair. But yeah, it's an awful lot of shows. We've never done this many shows. But like I said, with our kind of, we're really trying to build a brand around a panto, and I think we're doing it. But so if we go back like 5 years, for instance, I think we used to do about 38, 40 shows. That was our kind of template, you know, that was it. And that's standard. All you need to do to see how many shows a theatre normally does is just look at the dates on their poster, because that kind of gives you an idea. You know, if a show opens middle of or early December even, you know they're doing about 30 probably. If they open in November, they're doing a few more because they've obviously got the audience for it.
Yes.
If they're mad enough to open on the 22nd of November, not long after Halloween, then either they're mad or you know, or the audience are there for it, and that's our hope, and the evidence just suggests it. But we're doing 52. We do have a kind schedule in terms of panto, because panto can be a slog. It puts a lot of actors off. That's another reason that actors like coming here, because we're really kind with the schedule. You know, people do have lots of days off dotted in there, so they get chance to recover.
Of course.
But yeah, 52 shows is pretty. I think last year it might have been 45 or 46, but we've added a week of shows, because last year and the year before sold out almost before it was open.
Wow.
And it's a really nice problem to have. Yeah, but we're conscious of.
Right?
It's a problem to have because the people who don't book early, for instance, they are still calling box office saying, "Can I book?"
Yeah,
and we're answering the phone and saying, "I'm really sorry, but you can't."
Do you know, I was one of those people last year.
Really?
I saw the.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah, well, indeed, I think I might have. Not presented my best self at the box office that day, but the year before I came and saw it was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by that. So I was stupid to not book early enough.
I mean, you've got to book early, honestly, because they're so popular. We're using the same creative team at the moment. So, I mean, the director's changed this year, but Bobby, the director, is brilliant. And like you said, what you saw in the rehearsal room, that comes from a good director.
Yes.
That atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what he's brought, which is amazing.
So it's so relaxed, but so... I mean, so on it.
It's really nice for the actors to have the chance to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
To have that freedom or that confidence, not to be like, right, you're doing this, don't deviate. And that's the fun of panto, you know. I mean, you can change it up a little bit. You know, the audience are going to love it. It makes it a little bit different. Obviously, there's a structure, but that's what panto is. You know, it's fun. So Bobby's brought that. Obviously, so Beauty and the Beast was brilliant. It was really good. And of course, Jack, who you'll probably speak to afterwards, was the set designer, and he got nominated for the UK Pantomime Awards Best Set Design that year, which is our first ever nomination. We didn't win though.
Next time.
But this time. But of course, he's designed this year's set. He designed last year's as well, so we're trying to keep that theme of you know, like successful and proven wins, really, if you know what I mean, moving forward. So this year's set hopefully should impress you just as much. And of course, the costumes are the same costume designer. You know, we're trying to just keep the brand going.
Yeah, I mean, what I'll try and do as well, you know, obviously when I publish this episode, I'll try and put some photos up from behind the scenes about some of the sets being put together, all of that, because that, I mean, for me was eye opening. Just again, you have your preconceptions about these things, but you just kind of expect it to just kind of miraculously appear and happen. In the same way that I mean, literally, people come onto this podcast and say, "I didn't realise there'd be so many cameras." I'm like, "Well, how do you think it happens?"
Of course.
You know?
So, how do you think you make it look good?
But that's I think more people who have that insight will just people who already come and are sold and come in will just appreciate it that much more. The people who are kind of on the fence about this will just go, whoa, this is like people in our town putting on a hell of a lot of effort.
Oh, honestly, like if people knew I think they'd be gobsmacked, seriously, because we do. So like what you've seen here, a lot of it was done in the summer. So we'll have about 2 weeks in the summer where we won't have shows on.
Sure.
And in that 2 weeks, we build a lot because we make our own sets. We don't have it delivered on a van, which is basically the part and parcel of most other pantos in the country. It'll be delivered on a truck. You'll have your shows as long as you possibly can, and then you get it up and you open. But we this is down to HDC giving us freedom to do this. We're very lucky that they let us do this to create a better show.
Yeah.
But we spend about 2 or 3 weeks, might have been 3 weeks this year. We have the stage, we build our own set, we paint it, so we have scenic artists to paint it, and then we store it. We have to store it either in our dock or even above your head. So for our autumn season, all those people that came to watch like Hayod's or all the one-nighters we had, above the bands performing is our panto set hanging in the air. Because it's so big, we've got nowhere to store it. People don't know this. They think, it's just a few lights up there. It's like, no, our panto, but that we've already built because we don't have the time to build it now, for instance. We have the time to finish it off, but not to start from scratch. So that's all hanging in the air. I mean, if people knew that, they'd be like, oh my God, it's monumental. But it's big.
Who's like the health and safety on this thing?
It's all safe, don't worry. But we have to put that time in the summer.
Yeah, of course.
To get it to the stage we want it to get to, because even the scenic artistry, we're trying to raise it every year. It's not. We're trying. We're adding 50 kilos of glitter every year. So it just takes time.
I mean, where's all this going? Because what I'm hearing, and we've said it in as many words verbatim, with all this ambition. I mean, where's this going to? What are we trying to? Is it just to be the best of the best, and that's the aim every year?
I mean, it is. I don't know, honestly. I've asked myself that question. I think, are we bloody mad? Honestly. So, like yesterday, for instance, this won't mean much, but we have so we've got a counterweight system, right? And counterweight system is basically what you fly all the cloths and overhead things. That's what theatres have. All the bars that hang things on, it's called a counterweight system, and you have so many bars, blah blah blah. They're all overhead in the theatre. And yesterday, for the first time ever in this theatre, we ran out of what we call weights. So to counterweight, we have a stock of loads of weights.
Yeah.
And, you have to weight things to make it easy to counterweight, to fly during the show. So you use the right amount of weights dependent on what's hanging on the bar. So if it's really, really heavy, you put lots of weights in to counter the weight of the rope. So it's easy for one person to fly it during the show.
Yeah.
And, yesterday, for the first time ever in this theatre's history, we ran out of counterweights. So we've never done that before. We've never ran out of counterweights. Even like Dan and Jack, we couldn't believe it. But that means we've put more in the air than we ever have before.
Yes.
We didn't realise because we were just putting everything up. We're like, this needs to go on that bar, that needs to go on that bar, that needs to go on that bar. And we're like, we've run out of weight. Like we're like beyond. We're well beyond our kind of normal working capacity, but we just need to work out how to, I'll try and find a way to beat it next year. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Hey, look, there's a few gyms around here you can borrow some.
What we need is more space.
And you get a workout, just carrying it, doing some squats on the way.
There you go. We'll get fit at the same time. I need to fast then, won't I?
Exactly. I should take a leaf out of your book, mate. Hey, there we go. I mean, that's insane to hear. But and I guess on that, so what's been the most, shall we say, surprising thing for you, or shocking thing you didn't expect to happen during the run up to this in your role?
In this one, probably this interview, to be honest.
Shock horror. Yes.
I don't know. To be honest, like I wouldn't say anything shocked me, like so far, for instance, because we prepare so far in advance for this. Like
it's even so meticulous with what you do.
With marketing, this we're discussing this morning Dick Whittington next year when we reopen. So we're already planning next year's Panto. That's already, so that, if you try and plan it, hopefully you don't get any nasty surprises. But like, let's take like yesterday when we went down to the bakery, for instance, that was a off the cuff decision with marketing, just to be like, right, should we get him damed up? Should we just run down into town, try and get some buzz going? So I guess, things like that just crop up and you jump on it. I think it was Tracy's idea originally. She saw they were going to open and give out free donuts. She probably just wanted the donuts, to be honest.
I think we all did.
And then it turned into like a PR campaign, and we ended up running into Piri's and jumping on Carmela's Deli and
Car bonnets.
Car bonnets, yes. God, poor Michelle. I should email Michelle. But things like that are really nice. They're really nice to do.
It's right. It's good to get a car a hot wax every now and again. That's good. But that was a fantastic thing because again, I was privileged enough to come along with you guys to just capture some of that.
Yeah.
And seeing the Dame in full glory. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. We're going in full character, full costume, and everyone loved it. You can see it in their faces. They're just
you've got to go full measure. There's another thing we don't like doing half measures. If you're going to do it properly. Otherwise, don't do it.
No, exactly.
So and of course, we probably came back with a dirty costume that needs to be washed. Well, wardrobe would be furious.
Courtesy of Coughlan's Bakery, of course.
We sugar and jam all over it and dust off the car bonnet. But what can you do?
That's it. And but of course the Dame had to contend with. Did she actually drink that pint at Perry's? Was that?
I think she might have drank a pint of 0%.
Oh, was it 0%? I'll have to look back at the photos. I'm not sure that was what she was pulling, but
she might have had some help as well from someone. I don't know. Maybe there was someone to give her a helping hand, or it was probably Tracy. I think I'm not sure.
Awesome. So what can you tell us? And can you tell us anything about, you were talking about preparing for the Panto next year.
Yeah.
Any little tidbits that you can give without getting into trouble?
Probably not without getting into trouble, no. To be honest,
I mean, I don't mind if you get in trouble. It's not my
I bet you don't. It's good material, isn't it? Man sacked off the podcast. I mean, as far as we're so focused on the refurb. And this place is going to reopen. It's going to be amazing. It really needs it. Because, like I said, it's held together with love. It really, really is. But it needs it because there's things at end of life, and the council doing the right thing. We're so lucky to have the council actually pumping this money in. Honestly, to fund a project like this is remarkable for a council. So Horsham need to realise. I'm sure they do, but you should realise how lucky we are to live in this town to have things like that, like the summer events. That doesn't happen.
No.
In many places,
and it's a bigger vision behind that, right? I mean, to understand the importance of all these things and actually what they generate for the town in terms of everyone's morale, well-being, but also a huge amount of money that goes into the local economy just from people actually coming out.
Everyone benefits. Even if you do go down the financial route, the businesses make money, but like you said, the people enjoy it. It's it's good for your end of week. It's community spirit.
Exactly.
Sort of stuff. So obviously that's our big focus for next year. The reason we're talking about Dick Whittington obviously is because that's due to be our opening production.
Yeah.
So we will be opening with Pantomime next year. It will be Dick Whittington. It will hopefully be on sale by the time this goes out, mate. I don't know when it's going out. It's probably live.
Exactly. Yeah,
no idea, I don't even ask.
I wish we wore trousers now. Yeah.
I'm in shorts like 90% of the time. It's awful, isn't it? What bad vision. It will be... we're probably going to do about as many shows, we think. We're working on the schedule.
Yeah.
It will be as big as this year's, if not bigger. There might be a recognisable face in it. You just never know, Who knows?
Well, I mean, clearly you do, but...
Oh, no, stop it, Sam!
Not to call you a liar or disingenuous or anything like that, but hey, man, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That is, we'll be working hard towards that because we know that we'll have a brand new auditorium. So, it's going to be beautifully decorated. It's going to look amazing. We're going to have a few more seats in there. To sell that properly, you've got to have a pucker production. So we will make sure that Dick Whittington is massive.
Because the refurb's been on the cards for a little while, and it's been. I mean, I've seen word of it through sort of general public knowledge and things. And of course, that you've got that great plan of it going from Panto to Panto. And is there anything we can particularly look forward to, or anything that we may expect to see with that refurb that will be?
There'll be loads to look forward to because we're actually having a kind of almost like an exhibition stand printed to be in the venue to give people more information. There's also information on our website, but what we did in advance of the obviously the refurb was ongoing, or the project was ongoing, but we did do a public consultation through our mailing list to hear what people wanted to change, and people will be happy to know that, or they'll be pleased to realise that we've taken a lot of that into context. That has been listened to, and it's not like we're changing science here. It's the same problem in every theatre, but we're trying to address it. We've only got the space we've got, so obviously we're limited. But we know that, for instance, sometimes there's a queue at the bar. We know that because we've got 400 people getting a drink at the same time. So it's not rocket science, but we will address that. We're having an extended bar put in, so there's an extra service point. We know there's a queue for toilets, so we're increasing the amount of toilets we have. We're getting as many seats as we possibly can in the theatre. We don't have a final number just yet, but we will be opening hopefully with more seats than we currently do. Again, it's not an exact science. You don't know until
100%.
Until you get to the point where you're actually doing it.
But the good thing to hear about that is really the overarching vision of it is just to enhance the experience of people who come. Sorry, I was just being caught by one of the actresses. Just you can come on if you like. No, okay, never mind. I'm totally keeping this in, by the way. Yes, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Not cutting this out. Yeah.
It is enhancing. It's literally enhancing customer experience. But that's what part of the survey was. That's what we asked people to, and that's what we've tried to focus on is the customer experience. There are other things happening like, our boilers are all being done because they're end of life, so we need all the stuff that you don't see. That's a big part of the project.
Of course.
But luckily, all the stuff that you do see is being done as well. But our both our cinema screens are being completely refurbed, and we're having new seats. And there is a running theme in this town, and I get it, that there's no cup holders in our cinema seats, and it's big, honestly, like. It's like a wave of. It's like a. I'm surprised there haven't been riots.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. I guess it's a bit like. I'd never thought of that, but of course I've been several times, and do you know what? Yeah, that's a real pain.
It's huge. Yeah. Honestly, it's like one of the biggest sticking points, and I get it. It's a nightmare because if I watch a film, sometimes I choose not to have a drink. Because where am I going to put it?
Yeah, it's like you risk putting it on the floor in front of you, but...
And I've got young kids now, so now I realise the family aspect of it is, well, if I put it on the floor, my kid's going to knock it over.
It's a foregone
and then
conclusion.
It's trickling all the way down, and then I've got a dry cleaning bill for old love in front of me. Awful. So...
And the explanation as to what this substance is that's trickling down.
What is this? Exactly.
These are the things you've got to think of on the fly. Yeah.
However, addressed... with revolutionary cup holders. Yeah, it's a big moment.
Incredible.
So we're having cup holders in the seats. There'll be other things too, but we need to focus on that because I know the public do. It's big, it's a big moment for us.
Gosh, that could be the highlight of this podcast. I think that would be the title clip.
There have been rumours that when we reopen, instead of doing a grand opening out the front with like a ribbon, we might just do it for a cup holder. Because that's the bigger part of the project here. No, it's not. I'm being facetious. But we are getting cup holders. They're going to be big.
I sort of sense that now you're going to have to do something with it, though. Now that you announced it, there's going to be something.
Cup holding opening. All right.
with a special crystalline cup.
Podcast Volume 2. We'll be sat in the seats with the cup holders.
Ooh. Yeah, no, we've just got a table we've got glasses on at the moment. But there we go.
I even hid my mug so I didn't get told off on marketing. It's not branded.
It's not branded, but hey, it's behind the very well plush little Robin Hood bag.
They're luscious, aren't they? Yeah. If you're lucky enough to get called up on stage during Panto, and if you want to be, we can arrange that. Ooh. You have to get on. You have to do a little dance.
Okay. Any specific kind of dance, or are we?
I don't know. We
do you have to tango with the person next to you?
You know what? They will know upstairs, but I haven't been in that part yet. Okay. But to be honest, it's so kind of free spirited. When you get up there, you can kind of do what you want. And if you do that, you get a bag to take away with you with lots of goodies.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you've heard it here, guys. That's it. You know what to do. And you know who to blame if it doesn't happen, right? So
yeah, and if there's no slosh scene, I'll get the blame for that as well. Or cup holders.
Well, absolutely. And Matt, this whole conversation, everything is your word. It all rests on your shoulders now. So literally anything doesn't go exactly as you've said.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem, isn't it, really?
But I am planning to move to El Salvador next week.
Well, they've all seen your face. They've all heard your voice.
I've changed my number.
And, YouTube is universal. So there we go.
I'll be on a beach somewhere, turn my phone off. Dick Whittington, what?
Excellent. Matt, thank you so much for that incredible insight.
Make sure it's edited well.
It'll be edited.
I'm looking for about 90 seconds of that.
Whether it's well or not will be. Hey, it's all horses for courses and all that. But it's been incredible to hear just actually what your role is. That's been the biggest takeaway for me about how hard you must work behind the scenes to create what are incredible productions, and working each year bigger and bigger, better and better, with an incredible team behind you to make sure that everyone who comes gets the best unforgettable experience. And
we do our best.
As I say, we are inches away from Panto season, and this will get released before you guys open up your doors. But I can't stress enough, people just need to come and see this. Because Brilliant. The things I've seen, just a little tiny bits I've seen, I mean, wow. I'm already buzzing for it.
It's going to be really special, honestly. It's going to be really good.
Awesome, Matt. Thank you so much for your time. It's been
no worries,
wicked.
Man. Thanks so much.